Hello. Let's see here. Okay. When will I be in my next long-term relationship? Is it someone new? Well, your next long-term relationship, you would think it'd be someone new, right? Well, I guess it doesn't have to be, but let's see. Let's see. Just jump right in, right? Can you hear me okay? Let me know if you can hear me. How's the sound? Get my hair out of the way so it's not like... Good. Okay, hopefully that's good. All right. For JJ, yeah. If you've been waiting for somebody for a while, I would say that it's probably going to be that person. But the thing about it is it's not going to be that person. Like, this person's like very flighty and very like they're not going to be committed to the situation. So I feel like you're going to be kind of waiting, but you're going to be, but it's like you're going to go through a lot with that person. Like you're going to, like, even if it's not a lot like that brings you to closer together, it's like a lot that like stressful, you know? And I feel like it has to do with them just being flighty. And this is you like waiting around for them. Like I feel like it's just a person that you probably already know. I mean, it doesn't have to be a person you already know. It just seems to me like you've been waiting for this person, and like it'll be like this thing that you keep doing that you know shouldn't. That it's unhealthy for you for sure. It's just something that's I feel like you've done before and you've been doing for a long time or a while. You know, like this isn't a new thing. Hang on a second. Let me just pull myself up right here. But I will answer that in a second when you asked what sign it is. But I will answer that. All right. So it could be fire because of the Knight of Wands there. Unless it's you who's flighty, but I feel like this is a person. Okay. Let me see. Can you give me the sign of this person by any chance? Okay, now I'm getting swords. Yeah, so I would say it's the Libra. If they've resembled that kind of behavior, you know, if they've resembled that kind of behavior of being flighty and being like non-committal, and you've been like sitting there waiting and it's been kind of like unhealthy, then I would say that could be them. If not, and the Aries has acted that way, because the main thing here is this, is, you know, the very passionate 1 minute and then the next minute they're just like gone, and it's just like they're just not reliable. And this is you know, waiting, and it's a tough thing, you know. It's stressful as hell. It's not something that you'd want to go through, but it's something that you keep going through and putting yourself through. But obviously you think they're worth it. But this is like a very, it's going to be up to you to make this decision, because I feel like they will come to communicate with you. They'll come to communicate, but the thing is, you have to make the decision if you want to, you know, be in this or not. Because right here, it's showing basically it's just going to be a fight. Like they're very stubborn. They're not very, you know, they're not really trying to like see it your way or think about how you feel really. It's kind of just like a big game or something. Like it's like just an ego thing. Like they just, it's almost like they just like to fuck with you. Like, you know, that's what this guy is saying. Like he does not care. He just wants to win, basically. So whoever resembles that for you, I would say that's who it is. Okay, may you please know how my career will evolve in the next 6 months. Okay. Computer science, wow. What can we expect in the next 6 months for Nanishka? That's a pretty name. Okay, so it looks like you will enjoy the work. I mean, it looks like you will move forward into something that's almost like right place, right time. It feels good. The thing that I'm confused about is because this guy is saying that basically it's like you're going to be taking a move too quickly, like hasty decision making, not thinking it through. I feel like there's something about it that you're not thinking through that you need to think through more. I don't really know exactly what it is. I know that's kind of a weird way to answer that and doesn't really like leave you with much clarity. But here's what I'm seeing. Harmonious, balanced, it's like a good positive thing that you're going to be moving towards. So I feel like it'll improve, and you'll enjoy it and it will be good for whatever's happening, whatever you want to be happening. Like it's going to work out. You're going to enjoy it. It's going to be good for you and positive. But this is saying that you're going to be making a move too quick. So, maybe something you need to think through more about it. I mean, it's not necessarily saying anything bad's going to happen because of that, but it's saying you're just not really thinking it through. Okay. So let's see. All right, there could be a Taurus. Also, the Temperance card, Sagittarius. The Chariot card is Cancer. And the Hierophant card that I have right here is Taurus. So if any of those are close to you right now, that could be, the Taurus could be the one who's shady. I mean, but if it's not talking about these signs, it's just somebody you look up to, like like a teacher or a boss or somebody that gives you advice or somebody that is like a master in the field and they're like they're like understudy or something, you're their apprentice or something like that. Like they're like you look up to them. Somebody you're looking up to. See how these two guys down here are looking up to this figure? Because you're looking up to this person, but this person is like kind of not trustworthy at all. So I feel like, okay, this is what you're doing too quickly. You're trusting this person too quickly. Is there somebody around you, likely there is right now, somebody around you in this field, in your field, that you've been kind of talking to about it, and they're showing you the ropes, or they're showing you like what's, some tricks or like some things to know? That person is not, I feel like they're trying to take something from you. And that could be your resources, your, you know, reputation, or like people around you that they want to get to know, or like, because I feel like it's not that they're lacking in money. Like I feel like they're higher than you in the field. So I don't feel like they would be trying to take money from you. It just seems like they're sneaky for some reason. They're not to be trusted at all. They're trying to take something without you knowing. So I would be careful with that. That's what I would say is the whole, too quick. Just don't trust people too quick. And especially someone who's trying to like, take you under their wing kind of thing. Okay, so who's next? Oh, I skipped somebody. I was kind of worried about that, but let's see. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, duh. That first person, duh. Oh wait, no. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. Sparshy. What's my crush's feelings for me? Okay. So what's their crush's feelings for me? What are the underlying feelings and energies of this person in regards to Sparshy? Are they an Aquarius or are you an Aquarius? If not, that's fine. It's just, or Leo. Okay, so if not those signs though, basically it's saying how they're seeing that there's hope, like they have faith in a relationship with you, or they're going to head toward you. They're going to take action your way. They're waiting for that opportunity and they feel like that opportunity will come. And I guess you could say they're a strong person. I mean, they feel very strongly about this too. Because the Ace of Wands on top of it, I mean, it's like very like they will, they want to take this action and the opportunity will come to do that. And they have faith in that. It's almost like they're waiting for that perfect opportunity. I think you make them feel alive, happy, free, liberated. Like this is something new. And it's just like, yay, just something very like, they just feel alive, and they like that. Well, obviously who wouldn't like that, but they like that feeling of like new, fresh, exciting, adventurous. This makes them feel alive. Okay. When will I be in my next long-term relationship? Oh, wait, I already answered that one, right? Oh, no. When will I be in my next long-term relationship, new or past energy? Let me get my cards off the ground. All right, let me just get them back in order because they flew everywhere. So just hang on a second. I need to invent something that's like a card catcher, like a big like tray around me just to catch all the cards, like, or something like a vacuum of some sort that's just like zoop, zoop. That's the next idea. So don't take it. Just kidding. Or you could, yeah. Okay, let's just get them back all in here so we can have a fair shot at what energies want to come out. But either way, you know, whatever message wants to come out will come out. You know, sometimes I'll drop cards and I won't acknowledge them, or I'll just put them back in. And people are like, well, wait, that was the one that fell. Like, shouldn't you be using that? Like, I don't want to miss my message. And it's like, you're not gonna miss the message. I mean, it'll come out in some other way. Sometimes it even comes out with the same exact card. I've had that happen many times. So don't worry about that. Nah. Okay. Thanks though. Okay, when will I be in my next long-term relationship? Is it somebody new? Oh wait, I'm sorry. This is for Shafi, or Shafi. When will I be in my next long-term relationship? New or past energy? Let's see. I would say probably pretty soon. Because again, you're going to feel this sense of feeling alive and feeling, that's the best way I can describe it, is a sense of feeling alive again, like just refreshed and renewed and like recharged, like this person just comes in. And you know, a lot of times it feels like that in the beginning, you know, but this is like, it feels like so good. Like, it feels like you're alive. So if you've been feeling like you've been deadened, then that's, you know, not going to happen when this person comes along. Not to say you should become dependent on that, but, you know, whatever. I just mean, you know, trying to explain how the Fool is looking to me in a situation of, you know, your next relationship. It's like just that feeling of just being like energized by it, you know. Very energized. That's another good way to explain it. Passionate. Could be with an air sign. Yeah, an air sign, which would be Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or it could be with an Aries. And if not any of those signs, it would be a person who's very honest and very responsible. Maybe a bit controlling, but I guess you probably won't know that till later. But they just have a lot of control and a lot of responsibility. Like they oversee things and they handle things. So that's good. But they're very like logical and passionate, but not very emotional. Like there's no cups here. So you may have a hard time kind of like getting on that side of them, but should be happening fairly soon. I feel like maybe a month or so. I don't do reversals, so that's just why I'm flipping them over. We have a Scorpio here too. You making a decision, changes, third part. Okay. Well, they might. Okay. This is saying basically there will be a decision to be made because of a change. Could be a third party situation, and then there will be a break. So that's kind of like a glimpse real quick at what that could be like. And this is just one interpretation. You know, it could happen and it could play out in a few different ways, but it just seems like there's going to be a decision to be made, and it's going to be up to you. You know, you're going to have this kind of understanding of it, and like this change, kind of drastic, kind of just like almost like things are dead, like how they used to be, and now they have changed. Like it's something else. Like it's not how it used to be. Probably because there's a betrayal of trust. If there is this third party here, maybe it's a Scorpio person that is the third party, and it looks like there's going to be a break of some sort or a rest period. And usually that doesn't mean that it's over. It just means that it's resting, and it'll probably get back, but you never know. I mean, it's up to you what you do. But there's a little, glimpse into that situation. Seems like there might be some kind of like third person involved where you feel like you have to take a break for a little bit. Should happen fairly soon though. Okay, is it a good idea? Hi, Jenna. Is it a good idea for me to start talking to new people? I'm scared Caleb will move on. I keep getting from other readers to focus on myself and we'll reconcile eventually, but we need this time apart. Yeah, that's what it showed for me too, remember? Except when you were asking about therapy, I saw that as a good idea, but I don't know if he'll, once you get into therapy more, it might kind of get a little personal, because that's how it is. But, so let's see, what should she do regarding love? With the concerns about Caleb, if he's gonna move on? Should she, what's her next move? What's her best move here? In regards to love, should she be single? Should she think and talk to other people? Think about and talk to other people? Should she just think about herself? Like, tell me what she needs to be doing for her highest self. You need to find balance in your life. I feel like there's things, and it could just be him that we're talking about here. Because very quickly and abruptly, something like it's gonna soon be apparent to you how destructive this is for you. The reason I feel like it's saying you need balance is because this card came out. This is Libra, and I'm pretty sure you said he's a Libra too, so that's interesting. This is Capricorn, but it's also toxic energy that you feel chained to. You know how they're chained to the devil here? So it could be like addictions, anything, obsessions, anything that you are like chained to, that you find a hard time just, taking off and just letting go of, which obviously is the situation, right? So, and very soon it will be apparent to you that that is the case here for you. So it seems to me like this is it's it gets bad pretty quick just because internally, whatever he's doing, it's about how you're doing, and this is something that's on your mind constantly, and it's just you need balance. You need other areas of your life need to be incorporated. Like you need to start thinking about other things in your life and stop focusing so much on love in general, but especially this particular person, because you said they are Libra too, right? I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that to me, yeah, obviously we're talking about him here, but yeah, so when I first saw the King of Wands here, it was telling me like you have to be like that and take some action that's best for yourself, or the Tower is going to come. And I really don't think you can avoid the Tower. You know, when I pull the Tower, I really don't see it as you can ever avoid it. So I mean, I'm not trying to say it won't happen if you do take certain actions. I think it'll still happen, but the thing is, you have to incorporate that whole King of Wands energy into your vibe, because if you don't, it's just going to be that much harder. Like, it's saying you need to start taking actions like in a way that is active, you know, like actively start taking actions, not thinking about it, not like considering, I mean, like really start, you know, even just baby steps, but just be taking some actions in some direction that is obviously healthy, not unhealthy, not backwards, you know, not doing things you used to be doing in order to save this connection. It's more about looking forward into the future and kind of progressing. And I see you feeling very stuck in the situation, like your hands are tied. And obviously, you know, you say you don't want to let go, you don't want him to move on. So I get that. You know, you're like, do I move on? Because I don't want him to move on. So you feel like you just don't really know what to do, and normal. But it's saying that this is going to get very unhealthy for you personally, because, you know, if you keep trying to do the same things you've been doing or holding on to it too long. So I would say that it's not even wanting you to really look at love or anybody else. It's kind of just saying, it's trying to highlight the whole aspect of how, you know, you're going to be feeling about the situation, like how it's going to be affecting you. And it's showing me the devil there, like you're going to be, you feel chained, you feel addicted, like you can't, like it's so hard to just break off. And it's going to start being that apparent to you. It's going to start showing up. You're going to start noticing how it's affecting you. So I would say that you, yeah, should probably just focus on yourself right now, you know, because it's going to be hard to focus on other people anyway. But because you're still stuck on this person, and I'm not judging you for that. I'm just saying it's showing that, like, how could you really be focused on anyone else? You know, it's about this person now. But the thing is, it doesn't have to be. It can be about just you. But I don't see anyone else in the mix right now. I feel like you have to kind of get right with you first. Of course, you're going to do what you want to do anyway, you know, but it's just showing me, it's really showing me the whole, you know, the whole reality of how you'd be feeling and how you'd be affected by this. So I feel like, yeah, definitely staying, you know, single for a while is probably a good idea. Okay. May you please know how, oh wait, I got that one already. Okay, who's coming towards me in love? Hello, Emily. Okay, who's coming towards Emily in love? Oops. Either you could have been dating a Cancer in the past, or you could have been considering dating a Cancer in the past, or this could just be talking about you moving toward somebody that, I feel like this is a past person that you had wanted to be with, or had wanted to be with you, could be, because I see here there's this, like, you know, you wanting to move forward and on and progress and find other people, or find, you know, just kind of like life keeps going on, you know, not being stuck in the past. But another half of you wants to be stuck in the past, and you're very defensive about that. So it's like you're kind of stuck there, and at the same time wanting to move forward, but it's kind of like you can't because you're just stuck here. So it's like this whole thing about moving on. And I feel like you're waiting here in limbo a little bit. You're waiting for some information, like something to make you understand something better, or just be enlightened in some way. You see how the light is around his head down there? It's like he's waiting for like some kind of like okay to keep going that way, or to keep, you know, in that direction. moving forward, moving on in a direction, like taking this action and trying to figure out which one is the best. There could be two people, but I feel like either this person had wanted to date you or had dated you, and now they don't know how to approach you, or you are feeling like that about somebody else. So since we're asking about who's approaching you, it could be somebody from your past, you know, and now they're just kind of stuck there. It could be a Cancer. It could just be somebody who isn't really sure how to approach you, or they're waiting for you to kind of show interest. So maybe it is somebody new, but it seems like they've kind of had their eye on you for a while. So this is like something they're stuck in, you know, and wanting to move towards you, but they're, maybe you rejected them in the past or something. For some reason, they're like stuck in a past situation, but they also want to move forward in your direction, and they're blocked. They don't know how to do that. They feel like they're just waiting for you to kind of, maybe it's just you being unapproachable, seeming unapproachable, and so they don't really know how to, but for some reason they're like stuck in a past thing. So I feel like they had some kind of a situation with you in the past, or maybe they didn't make that apparent to you, but they felt they felt some kind of connection towards you, and they just never like did anything with it. So it could be somebody that has already shown interest in you, or hasn't shown interest but has had interest in you, and they're not sure how to approach you. So try to be a little more open, try to be a little more like, you know, smile, and just make it so that it's not hard to talk to you, you know, because I feel like somebody wants to, and they're just not, they don't really know if you want them to. You seem like you don't want to, you know, have anybody bother you right now. So, okay. It buffered. Okay, did you see yours, Jenna? Did you see yours? Okay, I'm gonna go all the way to the bottom so I can you saw yours? Okay, good. All right. So let's see. Okay, now we're on. Okay, anonymous. What is Jesus's post online about me? Wait, what is his post online about? Because if it's about you, what do you mean? Is it like, is it about you, or what is it about you? I mean, what do you want to know about this? Rephrase it for me, please. If you're here still, anonymous A. Okay. What is he posting online about me? What is the idea or energy, or what's the whole reason he's posting? What's the whole idea about? Well, it seems like he's okay. Some information that isn't true, it seems like he received, or there's a lot of different things coming in. Maybe it's just in his own mind. For some reason, he's angry and defensive about something. But the thing is, he might not be angry because there's this Ace of Cups here, but I feel like you guys did have a connection or something, some kind of relationship or some kind of feelings toward each other, because he's defensive about the love part of the situation, or the abundance of feelings, you know, if it's not love. But it seems like he really felt something strong for you. Maybe you rejected him, or maybe it didn't work out, or maybe he got some information from people that is not realistic. A lot of different people, or a lot of different kind of sources of information, or little things that came to his head. It could even just be within his own mind. He's having these like little, you know, delusions just because of a past thing. Maybe he doesn't trust people now, and he's starting to like feel like that with you, even though it's not your fault. You know what I mean? Like, it could just be him thinking these things up, but it could also be other people putting it in his head, or him just observing things wrong. But for some reason, there's like all these ideas about you that are not correct. Either they are in it, like it could even be that it's a good thing. You know, I don't know what his post, if it's negative or positive, but it seems like it seems like it could actually be positive because it's talking about defensiveness, but I feel like defensiveness over the feelings for you. So if it is something unrealistic, then it could be talking about, maybe he's defending you about something and it's like he doesn't even know all the information. He's kind of giving you more credit than you deserve. Or it could be the opposite, which would be he's, heard a bunch of negative things and is now being defensive because he did feel some type of way about you. And now he's kind of pissed off because it's like he didn't know all these things about you. Either way, I feel like this information about you that he knows that he's talking about, it's really not realistic. It's not something that's true. It's something that is clouded by, like, it's exaggerated in a either positive or a negative way. So whichever one, because to me, it seems like it could be either way because he does have this abundance of feelings for you here. So I'm not sure if this defensiveness is positive or if it's negative because he's heard some negative things. Let's see if we can get a little more. Okay. So either you or him are not reliable, or that's the issue, is that you're not going to be reliable or he's not reliable. Very passionate, a lot of feeling, a lot of, it's very like fiery and passionate, but then it's like they just, they're not there to stay. They're very like, I can't find the words today, like flighty, I guess you could say. They're just not committed to the situation like they may have seemed they were because they were so into it when they were there with you. But this is showing, care for being able to be caring for yourself and others, like providing for yourself and being able to, provide for others because of the stability that you have all these pentacles. And then going through a rough time, like it's like when I see this card, I think of the Five of Pentacles. I think of, kind of like people that are together for a long time that just keep like making up, breaking up. And then it's kind of like, why are you guys still together? Like, it seems like you just go through so much or put each other through so much. So with this idea, I feel like it's talking about, this is something that is kind of like unhealthy. And it just keeps happening. Like it just keeps pushing forward, or there's just something about it that it just keeps like perpetuating itself when it shouldn't. Like it could end, but you guys are still together, in the snow, and, injured, needing help, needing shelter. But you're still together, it's like just through all that, when it doesn't have to be that hard. I feel like if you would just be alone instead of together, that's what I always think of when I see that. Like, it's like they're together. It could mean also somebody who really just has your back through thick and thin. But since we're talking about this flightiness here too, excuse me, I feel like it's somebody who isn't right for you. Like in the end, it's like somebody who just isn't reliable. And so this is what they could be hearing about you. So either way, I don't know if they're hearing that or if that's how they are, they're projecting or something, but it seems like there's some kind of information that they received, which isn't true. I wouldn't say it's true. I mean, maybe parts of it are, but it seems exaggerated. Like it's just not exactly what it seems. And they're kind of getting defensive about that. So either in your honor or not. I really don't know. Kind of could be either or for me. Hope that makes sense. Okay. Where are we at? It seems like it. It seems like it a little bit, yeah. But then again, he still has that like love for you. So I feel like it can still be fixed. But the thing is, like, if he's already having thoughts like that about you, like if he's really listening to other people, or if he is just making the shit up on his own, it's kind of like a red flag for me. I feel like you should kind of watch out and, have a talk with him. But if it's like, why is he having these thoughts and why is he listening to people about you and letting it bother him that much? He should come to you about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like he's not a very reasonable person, I would say. It's kind of like if you're already having to deal with stupid little drama like that, it's like why, like it seems weird. Okay. Let's see. Wait. Oh, wait. Okay, wait. Is it Charlie Bear next? Oh, no, it's Shruti. Okay, if you're here, can you post your question? Because I don't want to keep going up because it's getting kind of mixed. I think that was a good little thing we had going yesterday. Whenever it's Jenna's being really Okay. Actually, never mind. Your question's right there. So what's future of connection with A? How does he feel about me? Okay. Yeah, thanks. Okay. What's future of connection with A and what does he feel? I'm not sure why these feelings of disappointment are here, but it seems like, yeah, they're going to be headed in your direction, trying to offer a love situation to you or flirting with each other. You know, just this is the early stages of, hey, I like you, offering you that cup, offering you that, you know, that interest in you. And then they're also waiting there for more information, maybe for your response. Like they're like, okay, does this person like me? They're waiting for you to kind of like show them that they should keep going on with this. And again, there's this past thing that's holding them back. Maybe that's what they're disappointed in. Underneath it all, that's what I see. It's like they're looking at the negative of the situation. For a few of you, I've already felt that like this is like a recurring thing, like something from the past is holding them back, and it might not even be about you, but nevertheless, they're feeling held back and they're feeling like they're stuck there, like they can't approach you for some reason. Again, this drama. Okay, this is so weird because these people like care about you, but like they also have a lot of fears and a lot of like ideas in their head that are being, yeah, there's a lot of like different ideas in their head that they're like entertaining, and it's like I don't know if somebody else is telling them or if they're just coming up with this on their own of what they're observing from you, but they feel like they know something. Like they're taking a yeah, that would make sense if they're not talking to you because, or you haven't been talking, because there is this rest period here. So like a break in communication, and you know, obviously that's going to be part of it. But you guys, yeah, seeing each other obviously, but it's a break because they feel like they know. They feel like they know something about you, or something like it's not going to work out. Maybe, you know, there's some kind of fear they have, or many. You know, could just be it could just be about them, you know, and not you. But then I do see that they care about you a lot. So it's, you know, it's that whole thing of like, they care, they have this abundance of love for you and genuine care, but they don't know how they feel about this. Like, you guys are young, I feel like. But if you're not, then, you know, maybe you've just been through a lot of shit in relationships. I mean, I'm young too. I'm not talking shit. I'm just saying, like, it seems like very unsure of what you even feel on the inside, you know? Yeah, maybe. I mean, seemingly it's something that it's something that's blocking them in a way, you know? Let's see if your guys' future holds any weight. Okay, so actually I do see that you could maybe rekindle this. I think this, instead of being a third-party situation, since the Ten of Cups is there with the Three of Cups, I feel like this is like a mutual friend thing. Like you'll see each other at a gathering of mutual friends, like maybe out to drinks or just out to celebrate. There's something where there's people there kind of celebrating something or kind of just having a good time, like maybe even just like partying a little bit. Even if you don't like party, it's just like getting to a get together, you know, mutual friends. So he might be there, and then this will be like a really happy thing. And the Fool's here too, so it's like, it's kind of like it just starts it fresh, it starts it new, and you're kind of like, yeah, why wouldn't I go for this? You know, it's kind of like this situation that just kind of comes together. I feel like you guys will see each other again, and it could be on the terms of mutual friends or something random like that. Something, maybe it isn't random and it's like you guys know that they're going to be there, but I feel like it's more of just a thing that happens like with people that you know already, you know, like they set it up and it's just this thing. Like they don't set it up meaning to set you guys up. It just kind of happens and then you guys are all there. Like whenever I see that, if it's not a third party, I feel like it's mutual friends or a gathering of some sort where you see them there. And then 10 of cups, you know, things are happy, things are good. And then the fool tells me that like it's kind of like this new start. Like you feel like, why wouldn't I go for this? Like there's no worries really, you know, and it kind of makes you feel really happy, and it makes you feel like it's a new adventure that you don't really want to miss, you know. You're kind of ready to go and you want to see what that's going to be like and where it's going to take you. So that could be really cool. Okay. Charlie, I have 2 careers, part-time counseling and full-time financial services. Where should I be focusing? I'm after applying for 2 financial service jobs and no movement. Okay. Tell me, what should she be focusing on in her career life? For her highest good, for her highest purpose and potential, what should she be focused on that will bring her most satisfaction, that she'll be best at or feel better in? What's the right move for her in career? Financial services, meaning you bring hope to other people who are losing money or losing out. Like something where they need help sorting out their money situation. You're kind of like bringing them a new, like you're kind of trying to like fix it for them, and that brings them new hope and new faith in their financial situation that could have seemed like everything was going to go to shit or something. Is that what you mean by financial services? Like you help people you bring light to people's problems financially? You know, you help them see that it's going to be okay, basically. You help them figure it out. Nice way to put it. Okay. It seems like, so keeping rich people rich, it seems like they're taking from people then or something, where there's people who need it more and now they don't have it because they are. And look too at the bottom, greed. Yeah, so it's kind of saying that there's people who actually need the money more and they need the shelter and protection more. So if you're saying that, I would think that this is like having faith or having you know, it's like a good omen. It's like believing in something. So if you, the way you said that, I feel like you're kind of like cynical. I mean, you know, you look at it in a negative way. It's like, which would make sense, but I'm just saying it seems like if it's saying like what you believe in helping people who actually need it. Maybe you should get into financial services that are more about that instead of about the rich people, you know, because it seems like you want to help someone who needs help financially, because these are pentacles. So I feel like the financial thing will be good, unless we're talking about counseling services, like you could help people that are going through it, like maybe couples counseling, because this is the original love card of the tarot. But, you know, like I said before, it reminds me of people who are together and they just need help. Like they're just like going through it, but they stick together, and it's a very kind of unhealthy thing. And then you bring hope to that. You bring new light to that. You bring faith to that. So like they can see it through and they can get better. So, wow, okay, I see it in 2 different ways. Tell me which one how can we understand which one it's talking about here, or which way to go? Speak to her through me. Okay. Just give me a second. I feel like you're going to be uncomfortable if you stay in the position you're in because you know it's not right. And you don't like to be in that environment. But for some reason you feel like you can't really break away from it. Like you just have to be strong and push forward. But the thing about it is it's going to end up in a situation where you're very closed off and you're very like not open. You're not wanting to participate. You're not wanting to, give effort into it and put life into it because it's something negative. So if at all you were considering not leaving your position, I would think that maybe you should consider it. I mean, do what you're going to do, whatever, if you need the money and, to keep yourself afloat, obviously, but you're asking which direction should you go in? I think it would be a good idea to go in a direction that is helping people in some way. So if it's financially or if it's through counseling. And obviously through counseling, that would be helping people. But I guess that's your decision. Whichever one you think is just more worth it, like the money wise or whichever, like if you've wanted to do this counseling thing, I think go for it because you're already over this financial thing. But if you do think that you have a chance to be helping people financially, then go for that, and obviously it's up to you which way you go with that. But I think that would be a good idea to focus on helping people who need help, like are in a very down place. It could be financially or it could be otherwise, Right. Yeah, so if you can't break away, I would say stay with it then. But the thing is, like, you're gonna want to. There's gonna come a time when you're just fed up with it. But here's the thing: if it does, help you stay afloat, then obviously it's like impossible to just break away from it right now. So just start considering, baby steps in a direction that will be solid for you. Like, how can you start getting to that point where you can leave this job and go to something else, helping people for sure. If you already have your foot in the door a little bit, then that could help. But if not, then it's going to be a little harder. But either way, you're going to be more satisfied in a different position. This position is just not something that you believe in, Exactly. Like if you already have your foot in the door a little bit, then it seems like that would be a, I guess you could say like easier option or a more, a quicker option than going a whole different route that you've never done before. But whatever speaks to you, whatever you feel like doing more, of course, anything's possible. So, okay. Cosmic dust. Okay, I need cosmic dust. If at all, what is remaining in my connection with C? Will it lead to marriage? I'm going to switch decks. I can see why you're asking because it's very confusing right now. There's this whole new beginning. You could be pregnant, but if that's not even at all possible for you, then obviously that's not what the Empress is indicating here. But just, be aware of that if it is possible, if you've been worried about it. But it could just be indicating a new beginning of some sort, like kind of like this taking off in a new direction or continuing in a new direction. But you're obviously confused about that because the moon's here. So it's kind of like things are not clear. Things are just clouded. You're not really sure. Okay, you're single. So I thought you were asking about a certain person. So this is in regards to them. It's like, so if you're single, then the pregnancy thing, obviously, you aren't worried about that. So this is talking about a new start or kind of just like the birth, a new kind of like refresher in this situation. But it is unclear, isn't it? Because the moon, I feel like this person could be like, they're like hot and cold or confusing you for some reason. So for some reason you think that there is a chance and then you're not sure, and then you think there could be, but then you're not sure. So I feel like there's like a lot of mixed messages. Clouded thinking basically is what the moon represents. And it's clouding your judgment as well, so it's like I don't know what they're doing or saying to you, but you feel like for some reason you feel very confused about it, like it's not clear. Then we have the Death card. So this could be Scorpio, it could be Pisces we have as well. This person who's representing C in your question. I don't think it'll lead to marriage because, well, death could represent change. But there's judgment. Okay. But they're confusing you and they're not being forward, that's for sure. Definitely not the King of Swords energy, not honest and straightforward and just like tell you what it is. It's just, maybe it's just you wanting this new beginning, but you're not sure how it's going to happen, or you're not sure if it's going to ever happen. From the looks of it, it seems like they just aren't being straightforward. So it could be a Pisces person. It seems like they're just not being, straightforward about it. And they're kind of just like leaving you questioning, and they're not really trying to give you any straight out answers. So there's a change in your stability where you're able to take care of yourself and others. So what does this Death card have to represent here? Why is the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles here? What does the Death card represent? Will this lead to marriage? What will the future of this situation be? What do we have to expect about this connection? I see you being... Okay, so you might wait. Okay, if you're not going to wait for this person, I see you waiting in general for something to happen. And it could be with this person. So this is you kind of waiting for something to happen. And so it's not really necessarily that anything will happen. But I do feel like you'll be single a little bit for a while because, you have these cards coming out. You feeling stuck, but also able to take care of yourself. She's able to, the Queen of Pentacles is able to provide for herself and others. That's why she has her pentacles here and the garden she's tending to and this bird in her hand. She's stable and she's able to take care of others as well. And, Queen of Pentacles is even more confirming that. So it's like you have the stability when you're single, but this is you don't really like being single. You don't want that, and you're waiting for something to kind of happen. So no, I don't think with this person is really, at least not now. I mean, what I can say is that you never know what the future holds, because basically what these cards are saying is that he's not even telling you, or he or she is not giving you a straight out answer. So in the future, if they decide to give you a straight out answer, that could change things, Maybe they'll change their mind. I mean, anything could change at any time, of course. But right now, it seems like they are not giving you any kind of answer. They're not giving you any kind of feedback at all to where you could understand where this is headed. And this is, you're going to be waiting for that for a while. So if you're not going to be waiting for them, I see you as... No, I mean, it's not that nothing remains. It's actually that this person isn't being clear about what they want in the situation. They're not being clear about, they're not giving you an understanding of what you could even do to improve or get closer to them, because they're just being very vague, or they're being not flighty. They're confusing you, so they're not being open and honest about how they feel. So that's leading you to kind of think that you don't really know what to do and you feel confused about what's going to happen here. So I wouldn't say that, there's no hope for the future. It just seems like right now he's not really giving you much to work with. So, I mean, it's just kind of like we don't really know, because he's not, I mean, if you decide to wait for that, because it kind of seems like you will be waiting a little bit for this person. So if you decide to wait for that, then, he could change his mind. But it seems like right now he isn't he's just not really trying to be straight up with you, and that could make you have to wait a while until he is straight up or until he just isn't still. So I think it's really just going to be up to you if you want to wait for that or not. Yeah, okay. So I would say that you should, yeah, don't do that. Don't be waiting around, you know? If you've been waiting around a long time already, it seems like it's just going to remain that way. So you very well might decide to do that, but it seems like that's, you know, he's a very vague person and he's not going to change that. So I hope that answered that for you. Damn it. So where are these men that are just like actually cool and good and respectful and considerate? You know, it's like everybody is just so like, or women, you know, or these men and women that are like actually. Shut up. That's so funny. He's not even in the room right now, so that's gonna, you know, there's some, no, I do have a boyfriend, but it's just, you know, there's the pros and the cons, obviously. We ain't perfect, no. Okay, I just mean in general, you know, everybody seems like they're going through that right now. So I'm like, where are all these people, like, that are actually good for you guys, you know? Okay. That's funny. Okay, Sky. Okay, Sky A. Does K have any feelings for me? Yes. Yeah, I would say so. Definitely. And you could be dealing with a Gemini or an Aries person. If not, then this is just here. Let me just show you what I'm seeing. It looks like K wants to take action toward you. You know, K sees you as a lover and sees you as a person they could be with. Okay. So yeah, that's the Aries underneath. Yeah, definitely. They want to take action towards you. That's what the Ace of Wands is here for, because they want to take action towards you in a romantic way. You know, they consider that to be something that would make them very happy. Both of you would feel fulfilled in the situation. I think they're confident about that you would feel fulfilled in it too. Okay. Yeah, those are the feelings that they have for you, or they see you as a loving, or not a loving person, but they see you as somebody that they could be with. Like they're attracted to you and they want to date you is what I see with the lovers there. Like they're definitely thinking about that. And I think that they want to come towards you. And I think that overall they feel like you probably will enjoy being with them too. Like I feel like they're confident about that, especially being an Aries too. Kind of even more tells me that they think that they're confident that the person that they want to be with is someone who's going to want to be with them too, you know? It's not always like they're just that confident, but I'm just saying like they seem very into it. They feel like you're going to be into it. Yeah, what is stopping them, huh? Let's see. When should we expect this person to come forward if they ever do? Okay. Okay, so basically right now for them, at first I was kind of confused as to why they would be, because the Devil and the Five of Cups comes out, so it's telling me there's like a thing that they're addicted to, or there's some kind of chain, there's something that they're stuck with right now, that's very disappointing and negative, and it's just something that is, disappointing to them. But I think it does have to do with monies and their stability overall. This isn't just money. This is like at home, everything's good, everything's solid, like 10 of Pentacles, completion, everything, every aspect is like all secure and good. That's the problem for them right now. So maybe they're just, something about their home life or their money situation, their house, their car, their job, something that overall is providing them stability is something that is getting in the way right now of them trying to push forward and have anything with anybody, because basically that's taking a hit for them. It's very disappointing, and it's something they're stuck and chained to. It's something they're almost addicted to. They could be like a workaholic type, but they don't have a lot of work right now, or something just isn't going well financially, and so they just don't feel like they can really put time into that right now. Maybe that's why they don't come forward. It seems like their stability is fucked right now. Okay, and then Hannon Nana. I hope I'm saying that right. I probably am not saying it right, but okay. What is the future of the connection between me, Leo, with Aquarius? Okay. What is the future of the connection between Leo and Aquarius? Okay. Confirm this for me, please. Yeah, okay. So it's kind of a big thing to say, but yeah, I feel like you could be getting married to this person eventually. Like, no joke, because the Four of Swords sometimes means like there's a break or there's a stop in communication, but with the surrounding cards here, it's more like saying, this is more of a vibe of like, you can rest, you have no worries, you don't need to do anything else or stress it because you feel comfortable in this space, you feel safe here. So now there's nothing else to do but just relax, and rest. Like, this is a place where you feel at home and you feel like you don't have worries. Like, there's nothing to stress or worry because everything you care about is right here, with you. So, and it's talking about Aquarius, they're the Aquarius, and then there's the Two of Cups. So what do you, that's true love, seeing eye to eye. There's also, if it's not talking about Aquarius here with the Star card, that's just, Aquarius happens to be in this situation, but the Star card actually also represents, having faith and believing in something. So believing in love, believing in this connection, believing that you guys could actually have this very spiritual, like, strong, deep connection where you're just seeing eye to eye completely. You agree on a lot of different things. You just are kind of on the same level. Like, this is a person that, like, it's true love, it's someone that really feels connected to you. And with, remember my friend, the five of Pentacles? It kind of was negative before, but since we're talking about marriage here with the Hierophant, that's that whole till death do us part energy. It's like, whether good or bad, till death do us part, through thick and thin, through sickness and in health, all of that. It's in marriage. So it seems to me like that's kind of what it's saying, rather than being a negative thing. It's kind of just like a confirmation that that's what this would mean here. And then asking to confirm it, it's saying them offering you, this is like a new love. This is like a, an affection, offer of affection, something very romantic, So yeah, I feel like it is definitely a positive thing. And that's what you just said right now, that he's trying to come back. So yeah, I think, well, yeah, why not, you know? Unless you feel like you shouldn't, then don't, you know? It's completely up to you, but it just seems like that's where it's headed. So that's awesome. That's positive for once, huh? Okay, Starlight. I'm scared. Yeah, that's cool. I'm happy for you. That's exciting. Okay, Starlight. Are you still here? Yeah, thank you, Jenna. And after this, can you email me? Because I want to talk to you. And if anyone needs a reading, this is an email that you can reach out on, or just go to my website. But oops, it's not even typing. But this is also an email, I guess, that you can use. I mean, it doesn't really. Either way, I'll get it through the website or through this email. Yeah, there it is. Okay. But I did want to talk to you after this, Jenna, because you're doing such a great job. I fucking am very grateful. Yeah, I don't know if Starlight's here, but let's see. So Jenny G. Yeah, can you just ask it again, because I don't want to scroll all the way up there and get lost in it, because I feel like that's what's gonna happen. So if you could just post your question again, then I'll go ahead and answer it. It's okay. I'm just shuffling the cards away, so we got a little bit of time. I'm gonna need you to post a fourth time. If you can just copy and paste, if you see where you put it, because or if you could just ask it again. I mean, okay. Let's give it a good shuffle. I wish I could like throw them everywhere and just then pick them up, but that would take too long. Okay. How will your future spouse be like? So this is assuming that you will have a future spouse. So let's see, can we say your next significant relationship? Because we don't know for sure if you will ever get married, right? So I don't want to just ask that and have it be, because that's not a really, it's just not a question that we can ask yet, right? Because we don't know for sure. We don't even know for sure if you're going to have a next significant relationship, but I mean, that's more, of a question that it's likely that you probably will. Okay, so I guess that's hard to even ask too. But what's your next relationship like? The next person that you give a chance to, this could be the person that you marry, you never know. And that's what, ideally we don't want to just date, we want to marry somebody, right? So let's look at your next person. The person that you'll end up with, how about we say that, for life, or even if you decide to do that, whatever happens, just the next person that you'll have very strong feelings for, that you'll want to spend the rest of your life with, that you'll really want that with. Tell me about this person, how they are. This person that she's going to want to be with for a long time. We got fire here. Confirm what this Five of Wands is talking about. You could meet this person at work. Okay, it's kind of, okay. It could be a fire sign, which would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And then we also have this whole idea of them either being playful or being argumentative. And it could also be, if it is talking about a third party, then obviously I would say it's more bickering and arguing. And it would be about, so this person's very, like, you may clash with them a little bit, even though you want to be with them. It's like, it's just an energy of like fire, passion, like they know what they want, and it might kind of disagree with some things you want, and so you guys will kind of be at it a little bit. But it's not necessarily a very negative thing. It's more playful, but it is that competitive or kind of like disagreeing bit of confrontation. But there could be this whole idea of like them helping you out or you helping them out. Like maybe you meet them in a workplace where you guys are like, you know, like volunteering or helping people out. There's something like that where there's this whole idea of, you know, someone having more to offer to another person. So it could be them offering it to you, you offering it to them, or you guys offering it to people in need. See those people at the bottom? So, and it could also represent this person feels like they're better because they have more, or like they just like kind of condescending in a way. It's hard for me to understand why you would want to be with a person like that though. So I'm trying to kind of see it in different ways. But I feel like they do have money, or you meet them in some kind of way, like some apprenticeship or some new project, like they're helping you to learn how to do something. I'm getting a lot of different situations here. So let me just kind of see what are some traits we can note with this person that she would be wanting to be with. So that's kind of the scenario there, but then what is this person like? Yeah, so definitely fire. King of Wands in the beginning and now Queen of Wands. So I'm asking what this person's like. It's like, yeah, again, they're very, like, they know what they like, they know what they don't like, and so they're very sure of themselves. And you may be against some of the things, like you may not agree with some of the things that they're into. So you guys kind of like have this little like disagreeing debate type thing going on. I don't see it being like very seriously negative though. It seems more of like a playful kind of interaction to where you know what you value even more because they're constantly questioning you on it, you know, and making you think like, okay, what do I believe? And then like defending yourself. And so it's like this kind of like stimulating interaction. But this person's very sure of themselves and they don't ask permission. They know what they want. They know they don't need to ask you if it's okay, you know. So again, it could be that whole third party situation popping up here. Like, I hope that means that they don't feel like they can just cheat or something. Let me clarify that. Give me the gist of this connection. And will it be something that is negative for her, the next person she's with or wants to be with? Is it something that she's going to have to worry about? Are they trustworthy? Is it something that she should go for or just avoid altogether? Okay, so it seems like you're going to have to make a decision really quickly. And because of that, your judgment is going to be a bit off. You're hoping that this person will be someone good for you. You're like really wanting that to happen. So the reason that you go for it, and they're kind of pressuring you in a way, or you feel pressure, maybe they're going to move, you have to go with them or not. So it's like you have to make a decision. Like there's some like rush, very like you're rushed into this. So it kind of seems weird, but I think it's ultimately because of the money that this person has that you feel like it's a good idea or it's a secure situation for you to be involved in. Like they'll take care of you or something, like they'll have your back. So I mean, that seems like that's that seems like it's going to be kind of like a rushed decision, but you're hoping that you can find, you're wanting somebody to be in a relationship with and take care of you. So it kind of seems like you're going to go for that. But I would say if you're going to be rushed into that, it seems kind of like you should be able to make your decision on your own time, like, why are they rushing you? That's kind of odd, or why are you feeling rushed? That's kind of, it seems like it, you should not feel rushed like that. So I feel like almost you're going to make a decision. I don't want to say that you're going to regret. I mean, it doesn't seem like anything bad is jumping out. It's just kind of an odd situation. I don't know. I guess it's going to be up to you, obviously, but yeah, I see this being about money. You're going to have to make a decision on, am I going to be stuck or am I going to move forward with this person because this person could really help me get out of the place that I was in? Which you're thinking back to the past and thinking about how hard it was for you to be in that position. And I feel like the position had to do with money, the position you were in, struggling to keep yourself afloat or struggling to keep yourself feeling secure in your situation on your own. So it's not even just about love. It's also about having somebody to provide or somebody who can help you, and not just like help you, but somebody who has your back, that you guys can work together. This is a stable connection because they're going to be there for you financially. So it seems like a lot of it has to do with money and security. And it seems like that's probably why you're going to go for it. I don't see that being a bad thing. It just is, that's the main thing that's popping out for me in this situation. So obviously a person with money or is just able to make money quick and provide for you, like they're willing to like take care of you, it seems like. So interesting. Okay. All right. Okay, Julie J. Julie J, hello to you. Hope you are keeping well and safe. You as well. I want to know if my worker finances are going to improve between now and January 21st or 2021. Been self-employed in health and beauty industry for the last 7 years. Okay. Okay, let's switch decks. I'm probably gonna take a couple more questions. 2021. Okay. Okay, so I'll probably take the last questions that there are right now. And then if anyone jumps on, we'll just have to say the list is closed. So I'll just take the last people we have right here, right now. For sure, I'll answer those ones. Okay, so 2021, what's happening for finances? Are they going to improve? What can we see in finances for Julie J? You're going to be held responsible for something, or you're wanting someone to like take responsibility for something. I feel like until that happens, nothing is going to change. You're going to be closed off, not really taking opportunities. Like there will be opportunities there for you, but you're not taking them because you're tied to this other situation. Maybe you feel afraid to kind of go into a new industry or something, you feel like it's like you can't break away from it, you know, like we said before, because of finances and stuff. But and I feel like you're going to have to move, or you're going to be considering moving, or maybe this is after you move, but you're waiting a while to do this. So I feel like if you don't like understand what this is, you got to be more open to opportunities. I think this devil here is just kind of talking about the fear, like you feeling stuck to something, like you can't change, even though that's kind of what you need to do. You need to take some new opportunities here, because I feel like there are some opportunities being offered to you, but it's just you're afraid, or you don't think it will work out, and so you just don't take it, you know what I mean? But and so I guess you could say that this responsibility you need to take is the only person you can really blame for not trying something new is you, you know, because you might need to move and go away, or do something new, you know, something else. You need to kind of break away from this thing you've been doing, because it seems like you're obviously not really happy with it anymore, or maybe it's just not bringing enough money in. There could be opportunities within that industry that maybe you're just not wanting to take. So if anything, if it's not moving, I would just say you need to break away from that whole closed off energy that you're expressing, because it can be felt. And some people probably don't even want to offer you certain things because they just don't think that you'll take it, or like friends and stuff, or the ones that have offered you things, it seems like you haven't wanted to go for that, or you haven't been open to going for that or trying something new. So you're gonna have to change that in order to have new opportunities. So it's really kind of up to you. If you can just open yourself up and try new things, just get yourself out there and just go for it, then I feel like, yeah, you know, financially it could change. That's what needs to happen in order for your finances to improve in 2021. Okay, so okay, was my breakup with M good for me? Well, if it doesn't get back together and become something good for you, then of course, because everything happens for a reason, right? So let's just see what the cards have to say though about it. These cards are so new. They're like hard to shuffle right now. See how like you, oh wait, I was watching this video the other day about shuffling, and this girl was saying to do it in a different way. Yeah, I don't know. I can't do it right now, so I'm just gonna have to practice that afterwards. Okay. Interesting. So there was a betrayal of trust here. And it seems like if you're asking the question you're asking, it seems to me like I just feel like it's a situation where like there was a definite reason to be like not putting any more energy into this, but for some reason, you know, you loved the person probably, so you still want to. So you're wondering if it was good for you, or should you keep going on with this, or, you know, eventually will you see it as it's better for you because right now you kind of miss the person or something like that. So it seems like you have love for this person, but this person, they need to take responsibility for what they did, because it could be what you did. I feel like it's them though, since you're the one asking this question like that. Okay, baby. It's a person who's like very argumentative, very like, you know, it's not like, hey, let's talk. And no, it's like, no, like they want to win the argument. It's not really about talking and compromising and figuring it out together. It's more about like they will not lose or look stupid. So they're very defensive. And then this whole, you know, them needing to take responsibility for something, but they want you to take responsibility for something. It was a very kind of nasty way it ended, I feel like. This betrayal of trust, like you just totally feel like they totally switched on you, and you feel like they just kind of, it's almost like you're dead to them or they're dead to you, or you just feel like there was a total like you were just cut off in a way that's like totally not cool. And so yeah, I feel like it's definitely better for you. I think you'll have a lot more stability, a lot more happiness after this. Of course, there's going to be that sad period of time where you're dealing with, you know, looking at everything that happened and how negative it was. But that, don't avoid that, because that right there is going to be the moment that you have to yourself. Like if you keep trying to avoid that, you know, you might keep thinking like this is actually a good thing. But the thing is, I think it will be a good thing for you if you're able to accept those feelings and kind of work through it. It'll be a better thing for you, and you'll see that eventually once you do that self-work, you know, that self-care and that, you know, time to yourself, that you figure that thing out, you know, those feelings, they're going to be important to you. And it's easy to go ahead and like try to avoid those feelings, but seriously, it's going to help you to just look at them straight in the face and figure out what you're doing and what you're feeling and why. And then it'll make more sense to you. Like, yeah, this was totally not a good connection for me. This person's just childish and very mean, and very just like, if something doesn't go their way, they're like just ready to like cut you off. And then, like I said, they don't want to look like the stupid one. So they're going to look stupid anyway, you know, but it's hurtful, you know. Yes, I do feel like it was a good thing to not be in that situation anymore, for sure. So, you know, even if it had to happen in such a harsh way for you to realize that this person isn't good for you, it's still, that's just the way it had to happen, you know? So it'll become clear eventually that it was not good for you. But obviously right now it probably isn't too clear because you're still asking that. But it seems like with the negativity that was involved, it's going to become clear at some point. So I would say, yeah, it's good for you that you're not involved in that anymore. Cool, I'm glad it resonated. Okay, yeah. Oh my God. Yes, it's definitely good for you to be not in that situation anymore than I could say. Just for my own, but I mean, even the cards are confirming that, so. You will. I mean, it takes a while, but honestly, it will take time, but honestly, like, don't avoid those feelings. Like, literally cry yourself to sleep every night if you need to. Like, don't try to avoid those feelings because it'll just take that much longer. You know, if you try to avoid those feelings, you might even try to craft a whole situation in your head that this situation was actually a good thing, and that will make you miss it even more, and that will prolong your healing, you know, your need to heal, and you won't be able to heal if you keep seeing it in that way, because then you're going to blame yourself. You know what I mean? It's like, if you don't see it in the realistic way that hurts so bad, then you might keep hanging on to something that wasn't even like, wasn't the reality of it, and that hurts you more, you know, and puts you at risk to be hurt again. So that's good. That's good though, because you're feeling it and you're being real with yourself about it. Always be real with yourself. Do not, even if, yeah, that's hard. That's hard. But honestly, he's moved on. It's just going to be the same thing with other, you know. It's so hard to believe that right now when you're in the midst of all of it, like it just happening, but you do not need to be in that situation. I don't even care what it is, like that happened. That's it. You know, there's no reason for somebody, he's not a good, no one should be putting hands on you like that. And it's, you know, you don't really have a choice. You can't go in that direction again. It won't work, you know, because people like that are just, that's a deal breaker. You know what I mean? Like, I don't give a hell. I don't give a fuck what I said. You don't put your hands on, you know? Like, you could say anything, and it's like they're just words. You don't. Plus, he's a lot stronger than you, and it's not like two men fighting, you know, it's, you know what I'm trying to say. It's just, yeah, but it is hard. Even though you know these things, it's still difficult. But like I said, you know, just don't avoid those feelings and just be real with yourself about what it is. And soon you'll see how it plays out in his next relationship. Probably the same thing, sadly, you know, for that person he's with now, sadly. But, you know, it's just how some people are. Okay, wait, who was next? I don't think they posted. Konkana Psychia? Psychia? I don't know how to say that, but yeah, Konkana, and then Jakari, K, Angel, Devika. That's what I need is your questions. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I hate to hear something like that, but I'm glad you're out of it, because even if it doesn't feel like it right now, that is the better thing for you to not even be in that situation anymore. So I'm just gonna answer whoever questions. I mean, because Angel 11 is on the list, I'll go ahead and answer that question. So whoever was on that list before we closed it, then go ahead and post your question. If you're still here, will I and Y have a future together? So what's the future looking like between you and this connection? What does it look like? Are you guys not together? Are you guys together? Are you talking, not talking? Is it marriage? What is it? Is it hate? The energy between you in the future, in the next couple of years? You know, what can we expect to see in regards to this energy between you? Yeah, it seems like you'll be working very hard at a relationship together, or some kind of apprenticeship, some kind of like work that you guys are doing together, working very hard at it. And there's a lot of satisfaction between both of you guys. You're headed toward this direction. It's like a very, like you guys make moves and take actions, and you know, you help each other out. You could be helping the community or a charity or something where you are helping the less fortunate together. You know, there's like this whole idea of helping people. So it could be them helping you, you helping them. Maybe that's just the nature of your guys' interaction and relationship, is you know, the give and the take is pretty balanced. But I feel like you guys do take actions together, and it's a satisfying thing. It's like a very uplifting energy. It's a very like equal, like you guys both mutually feel like you have what you need in this situation. So I feel like you will be together in the future for sure. Like it'll last a while. At least from this point on, it seems like, from this where I stand now, it seems like that's going to be something that's good for you and that will last. I don't think I can even take donations right here, but I guess we could do. That's the link that you can go to if you're still around, if you want to do that. I'll go ahead and do that, you know, because you know, why not? But I did already close the list, so that's, you know, if you want to do that, then of course I'll answer it for you. Okay, wait, so who are we on now? Okay. Okay. I know, huh? It's like, hello. Okay, if you guys are still here, just look into the chat box. Jenna's doing a great job at keeping us up to date with everything. Perfect. Exactly what I'd like to say. And that's, you know, keeping us organized. It's doing a great job. Okay. 7. If anyone's here from that list from before, go ahead and post your question. What the fuck? Oh my god. Yeah, thank you, Jenna. What the hell? Oh my god. I was like, I'm all checking my phone. I'm like, and then I see the other one. I'm like, oh, troll. Troll. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Troll. I don't know if anyone's here with a question, but I know, huh? It's like they just get a notification or something like this chat needs a troll. Can you join? Ugh. Can everyone say oh? Okay. Well, I hate to stop it, but if that's it, then yeah, okay. All right, so Jenna, let me know, email me after this and email me after this so we can talk. Thank you for being the greatest moderator ever, because I had no idea that you were going to be this helpful. I was just like, yeah, you know, if you want. Yeah, it's definitely very helpful. And thanks for watching. I'm going to go ahead and end it here. We will talk tomorrow. What time is good? Because I've kind of been doing this whole like 10:50 thing. That's kind of late. Like I don't know if that's like too late. I mean, it doesn't seem too late. People seem to be interacting, but I don't know what is a good time. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do the 10:50 and just keep it like around that time. Okay. Did you get the email? Okay. Okay, good. All right, thanks you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.